Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny, and you can probably notice, or you have noticed, this is a green tomato. And let me tell you, folks, you can see the sun shining on that tomato. That came from my garden. And today, let me tell you, we're going to cook up a special treat for you. I'm talking about we are going to do some fried green tomatoes. Now, around here in the summertime, we feast on fried green tomatoes. And I know so many of you have your very own recipe, but I'm going to share one with you today that we think is very special. And listen, if you like fried green tomatoes, you hang around and let me show you how it's done, okay? We have added in this big large bowl, we've got the main ingredient to this. First of all, you want some cornmeal and some flour, and you want to blend those together. Now this will make your batter mix. What you need to add to this, you need to start with some salt. Now make this according to your family size. Again, I repeat that so often is because recipes sometimes altogether will depend on how large you want to make and how much you want to cook actually. So you want to put some salt in this, you want to put some pepper in this, and of course you want to put a little cayenne pepper in this, and you want to go with some garlic powder. Okay, now that's the first step. Now over here we have the egg mix. This is simple scrambled or whatever. Let me say they are, it's really just blended together. The egg is with a little bit of milk. Now you want to reach over here. I've got my container full of green tomatoes, and these have been sliced, and you don't want to slice these too thick, if you can see what I'm saying. Slice them to where that the batter will be crispy and your tomato inside will be that way and not really soggy. So you want to make sure you do that and make sure they're thin. Then you want to take it over here and you want to put it in this batter. Just give it a good batter bath, if you will. Go ahead like that, and then make sure it's fully coated. That's important. Now go down into your egg like this. See, just dunk it down in there like that, and then take your fingers and just take it back over here and do it again. Just make sure that that thing is fully coated like that. Now we're going to move him over here to the pan. We're going to do it one more time and give you an idea exactly how it's done. Over here, these tomatoes are wet and they have just been sliced. Therefore, they will absorb the batter. Take and go into the egg like that. You don't have to take as much time as I do. Then, here we go again. Go right back into your batter and turn it and make sure it's coated thoroughly. Now there, you're ready to drop into the skillet. So I'm going to take now and finish these up. I'm going to batter this entire bowl full here, and then we're going to go to the frying process. So you stay around and we're going to show you how to fry these tomatoes. Okay, now folks, take a look at this large, huge pile that's already breaded and ready for the frying pan. Now, I should have told you earlier, when you beat those eggs together, I think I might have, but I want to make sure, add just a little bit of milk to your egg batter. That really helps a lot with your batter sticking to your tomatoes. Now, I preheated my pan. These are going to be cooked in extra virgin olive oil. As you can see, that is what I use. So I'm going to take my time and use my fingers, and I'm going to drop them in. Now get that ready. When that gets ready, When it starts bubbling like that, that oil's ready. Then you want to go down to very low heat to get these started. You don't want to cook them too fast. Just place them in there with your fingers or however you choose to do it. We're going to fry these on low heat so they will be very, very crispy. That's the last one in that. So look at that. It is really going, it's sticking to my fingers too. It is really going well. I have got my heat reduced to very low, like a number 2. So I'm going to cook that thoroughly until the bottom begins to brown real well, which will probably be about 4 or 5 minutes. And then I'm going to flip them over. This is a beautiful process. Now your oil in your skillet, I'm using stainless steel. Your oil in your skillet, you don't want it to go over the top of your tomato that is currently cooking. You want it to stay about level, because when you turn that over, you want that top to brown just like the bottom did. If you go over, it's going to be more like a deep fry rather than a regular fry. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that your oil stays at the top of the level so that that top will cook when you turn it over. That is very important. So we're going to let these fry now for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to flip it over, and we're going to repeat the process until we get the entire batch prepared. This is awesome, folks. This is really awesome. All right now, folks, these are ready to be flipped over. The thing I like about stainless steel, when you cook it on very low heat, let me tell you something, there will be no sticking. So I am going to flip this over like this. There we go. Look how brown that is. That is the texture, and that's how you want your green tomato to turn out. Very brown. Very, very brown. Let me get the rest of these. Take your time when you're turning these over. Be gentle with them because they have got a lot of dough on top of them. And you don't want to mess them up. See? I think I need a different spatula. This one is not exactly the way I want it to be, although it's doing a fairly good job. Just separate those like that, if you will. There we go. Notice how brown that is. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Now we're going to let them cook. I'm going to ramp my heat up just a little bit. It's on medium-high right now, medium-high. So it's going to cook probably another 5 minutes. Now folks, this first batch is ready to be taken off. Now you want to flip these over at least a couple of times, like I have done these, in order to get the correct color that you want for the brown. So as you can see, they're golden brown. So we're going to remove these very slowly. We're going to remove these, and then we're going to add another batch. We're going to slow cook these. That's what the beauty of these tomatoes really shine, when you cook them slow. Now I do not need to add any more oil to that. Now these tomatoes here are a little bit bigger, so I will only add 4 where I had 5 of the other one. Just repeat the process in the cooking with this other batch until you get your entire plate full complete, and you will have the job done. All right now, folks, as you can see, this is the same amount fully cooked, fully fried as it was before. Just the difference is these are fully cooked. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. This is a thing that we do every year, especially around this time when the tomatoes are ready. And this is something that if you've never tried it, let me tell you, you will absolutely love it. Now, let me show you how I like these things. Okay, now I've got a little tiny one here. Some people, listen, you can eat these any way you want to, with your main course or just by themselves. It's that good. So what I do is, look, take a little ranch dressing and your fingers, crunchy, delicious, absolutely delicious. Some people like them plain, but they are delicious with a little bit of ranch dressing. My kids will eat these before I get them cooked. They're that good. Before I get them through, they'll eat them. Folks, listen, you got to try this. You got to try it. It is awesome. Share this with somebody. Let them know just how good it is. Share it with somebody, and they certainly would appreciate it. And listen, as always, I appreciate you for watching our videos. I hope this is a real good treat for you and that you will try it. If you like it, go ahead and click that big like button. I'm eating with my mouth full. That's all right. You'll forgive me, won't you? Click that like button, and while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And listen, you have a wonderful, blessed day, and we will talk to you